Here, stick your fingers in there.
No, looks like.
That's what we'll call this whole video. It's gonna be that part is getting cut.
I think it's over here. So.
Is it over there?
Oh wait, glasses.
So how was our trip to Destin / Niceville?
It was great.
I had fun.
I was impressed with this park. The
So-
Fred Gannon State Park in Niceville, Florida.
I don't know if all of Florida's state parks are that great, but it was definitely a shining example. Going to the Grange. So Waze took us right to the middle of Atlanta. Pure excitement, but we should have scoped out the route a little bit before we went into a little peaceful route. But it was cool seeing all the big buildings and the cars. So our destination is a little town called Niceville, Florida, and we're going to a state park called Fred Gannon State Park. But before we get there, that's like a 10-hour drive, so we're split up into two places, and we're going to go a little south of Atlanta to a little town called Grange. The RV park is Three Rivers.
I wonder what's in Grange besides this campground.
I don't know, but ZZ Top wrote a song about it. One of the stops we made on the way was going into a crowded Publix parking lot. Just nice being able to stop, just
And have
go in
lunch.
the camper, and we got our own restaurant back there.
Our slide is still in, and we have use of the whole camper, so that's good. What are we doing?
Eating sandwiches. We stopped a little short of Grange because we were going to be there a couple hours early, and having lunch and chilling out in the Publix parking lot. A little tight squeeze, but gonna eat up and then head to Grange. He wanted to stay with his buddies. Are you taking a video?
I've got my mouth full.
So what are you doing?
So we're stopping to eat lunch on our way to the Fred Gannon State Park. Found a little gas station. We just pulled over and are having lunch. These sites are $23 a night, and then I believe you pay some kind of utility fee or something.
Okay, so I may overpack a little bit. I only bring like every tool I have. Because you never know what you're gonna have to fix or do or adjust or put something back together. Here's the plan. Looks like this gap in the door, the screen door, is wider at the top. I think it's narrow as it goes down. What I ended up doing was on the back side of this hinge here, I had a couple pieces of rubber squishy things. I used some double-sided tape to attach that there. It's a little springy. It doesn't close automatically so much, but it does keep the latching. Let's give it a test and see what happens when we close this guy. And it stays. No animal nose is getting that open. What are you doing?
And I'm packing. You do the outside, I do the inside.
Where's all the food that you getting ready to put in? Why's your tablecloth so wrinkly?
It got a little
We should-
bit crumbled up.
Did you bring the steamer
No,
so we could press it?
I did not. Not on this trip. How's that?
Salmonerific. Salmon.
The green beans are a little weird, I think, with fish. What are you doing over there during dinner?
I ain't doing nothing but eating.
You get another fishing license.
5 fishing licenses in 5 different states this year. And I've caught fish in 5 different states. Thank you. So we've arrived at Rocky Bayou State Park. Got set up. And it's been 20 minutes and we're gonna go see the water. I can see a glimpse of it over here. So this is Rocky Bayou, which is a small body of water that connects to another body of water. This connects to the bay. I don't know what the bay's name is, but on the other side of the bay is Destin. So we're across the bay from Destin on this side of the rocky bayou.
We may have made a mistake by not bringing the kayaks.
It's all that extra weight and the long trip. Yeah, it would have been very convenient to bring the kayaks over here. Holy cow. I mean, we were like a couple hundred yards that way. And it's like a nice, easy, sandy beach here. And we're on the corner right across from the bathhouse is where this little entrance is. If you're looking on the map, you'll see that little corner. That's where this little easy entrance beach is great for kayaks. If you're bringing kayaks and you're close to this corner, do it.
What's plate number, 39?
We're at 39.
But this is the difference between me and Eric. I still have on my long sleeve shirt and a coat, long pants. And this is what he has on. Shorts, short sleeve t-shirt and flip flops. Look, right where our campsite is. Right there. You think we can get through right there?
I'm sure I can.
I don't know if I want to. Oh yeah, that's a better one right there.
I think this trail's going to the day use area. So there's a boat ramp and something over there. We'll see.
Looks like this is where the trail comes out. It's not too much of a walk.
I wonder where you get the kayaks at.
We might have to rent one this time.
These are definitely not looking like fishing kayaks. Where's the paddle ones? I got a paddle.
What in the world is this beside you?
It's a sand poop.
It looks like it. It definitely looks like a kid did it or something because of the handprint.
Okay, Sherlock Holmes. I'm gonna call Scotland Yard, have them sign you up.
That's what you call a hashtag meaner moment. You can come out here and do your F3 stuff tomorrow morning.
Everybody curls the wrong way. This is the stair station, also known as stairs. Hey, look, I found my pull-up station.
This says push-up station.
But if you lay under it,
That's a weird looking water fountain.
it's a bidet.
Restroom facilities here.
If you need a book to read while you're in the restroom, I came all the way to Florida to swim with alligators.
You're fine though. Alligators have been known to attack humans. It's the fitness trail. Is it this the same trail we came from the campground?
Yeah, you start here, and then when the alligator starts chasing you, you run really fast. Get you in shape really quick. There's a nice boat dock there, so I'd recommend. I started fishing at the closest place to our campsite, but the boat dock was like the prime place. Lots of fish going by. I mean, if you just want to go look at the fish. Ask me how many shrimp we got.
I don't know. They said they were out. Lord.
They're out now.
Wow.
That's why you're nice to the people at the bait shop. Where's your big brother?
What is that?
Drum. The biggest one I've caught yet.
Is that the same one?
It's a little small.
It's a little smaller, yeah.
Here, stick your fingers in there.
No, it looks like... He didn't even eat the shrimp. You can reuse it.
Hello, Mr. Catfish. There's my setup. I'm using a popping cork. Just got beads on the top and make a popping sound. Kind of makes them, it attracts fish. They hear the noise, they say what the heck's going on, and they see this sweet shrimp under here. And it's a hooking right up under the horn, but there's a little black blob behind him there, behind that hook there, that basically we'll call the brains of the shrimp that you want to avoid. They're not much good if they're not kicking. How do you think I caught this one? How you like that shrimp, buddy?
And the
You can
dolphins.
see them in the water.
We saw
Dolphins.
several dolphins, and they came pretty close to the dock there. This is the first time we've used the oven. We know a lot of people complain about things burning on the bottom, and it's recommended to put a piece of stone in there. A pizza stone. I made these rolls. I put it on the lowest setting, 350, and that was the actually that was the directions for these crescent rolls. It said 9 to 12 minutes, but it took 30 minutes, and they're not really brown on top, but they are done. And I was afraid if I cooked them any longer, they would burn on the bottom. Or the crescent rolls.
Scrumptious. What are you doing?
Laundry again.
Laundry. Awesome. We got like 2 washers, 2 dryers here. Sort of outdoors. Change machine, that's always nice and rare from what we found. But it's semi-outdoors. Really cool. I guess that keeps the humidity out of the buildings. $2 a wash, $2 a dry. It says 30 minutes, but as soon as we popped them in there, about 40 minutes. So if you was wondering. And also on the opposite side here, have a sink area. So we're right there near Destin. It was there's a 20 minutes if you go across the toll bridge. The toll was like $4, right?
I believe it was, and
for
we
one
weren't.
way.
Yeah, I don't know if you had to pay it to come back. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah.
So you can go across the toll bridge and get there about 20 minutes to Destin. We parked and we're gonna check out Destin Beach. I'm dressed in long, thick sweatpants. There's people in the water. I guess it is like 60 degrees, but it's windy.
Yeah, the wind makes it real chilly. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a guy with a bubble jacket on and shorts. It's pretty appropriate for this weather though. The sand was white and the water was just clear and beautiful.
Actually, I wanted to go get some tips from a local bait shop and found one, and the guy there was awesome. He talked to us for like 30 minutes and about fishing, kayaking.
And he offered to go with us, but he had to work.
That's right. He's like, I would take you out there.
All right, what'd you end up getting here?
Shrimp, topwater lure, aerator, 20-pound line for a leader, got a popping bobber. Set us up pretty good, so we came back and caught some fish. They recommended a local place called Callahan's, and it was definitely not one of the fancy smancy seafood places. It wasn't on the main strip. It was kind of like behind Burger King. Barbecue was awesome, and it looked like they had a selection of like homemade pies that was, we were so full we couldn't even indulge. And cakes. It was cakes. They had tons of like every style of cake you'd like. They also have a section there. They sell the meats, the fishes, the steaks. You can catch fish and bring it to them. They'll cook it for you, or they'll sell you the raw stuff. They'll cook what. It's a really cool place. I thought. Yeah, it was a good little indulgence. The other way to get to Destin or leave Destin and get back to Niceville to get around the bay was to go through Fort Walton Beach. So we drove that way. It was really pretty. It wasn't a waste of time because we went across this bridge that kind of we saw the bay on one side, the ocean on the other. It was really pretty.
Definitely more scenic route to get back to the campground.
Yeah, the military base is right outside of there, heading toward Niceville, so a lot of military people.
There's an Air Force armament museum.
say that fast 3 times.
The inside was closed because there was a last minute ceremony or something, and we did see several people in uniforms walking around, so we couldn't go inside. We don't know what that's like. There was plenty of airplanes on the outside.
Look at all those windows.
That is crazy. And bombs and missiles. There were so many things, and actually I did a video of this, and I'll put it up, I think up this way. I'll put a link to it.
So Air Force Armament Museum. Hey, I said it all.
We challenge you to say it.
On the way back from the Armament Museum, we stopped at a little marina, at the big marina. It wasn't little, it was a big marina. Shorts. So everywhere we go, we gotta go eat at the yacht club. So how was the food at the, where do we go?
This was a good find. It's called The Locals. And every time you go somewhere, you want to eat where the locals eat. So it's a great name.
It's right on the, attached to the yacht club. So we ate fancy. How was the crab dip?
It was probably the best crab dip I've ever had.
So this is our view while we're eating here. Smile. And what'd you eat?
We had the crab dip and pita chips for an appetizer.
Ooh, that was really good.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
The best pita chips I've ever had.
Right,
they weren't chips. They were like in between pita bread and pita chips.
But crispy.
Crispy on the outside, but soft in the middle. Oh my God, I'm hungry now. I had a snapper, or no. It was a Reuben sandwich made with grouper. So this is the Groupon sandwich with fries. It was meh. I didn't like the sauerkraut they made. I don't know what it was made out of, but it was definitely a different taste. I like trying different things. And so did Cheryl. What did you have? A cheeseburger.
There's nothing under the salad.
Cheryl got a salad. Oh, wait. That looks like a half-pound burger. Where are you going to put all that?
I don't know. I got a cheeseburger. That's why I don't remember. Why didn't I get a crab cake or something?
So we went to a place on the water, nice restaurant, and she got a cheeseburger.
I do remember it was good. Like, I just remember whatever I had there was good. Nothing I had there was, like, just okay. Yeah. What I had was good.
It was neat. We had some Air Force guys at the table beside us. There's probably 8 or 10 of them. And you can hear them talking about flying their test flights and stuff, and they're like, that's pretty cool. Lots of planes in the skies. It wasn't like Myrtle Beach where you like heard but you could hear them practicing their flying, but mostly during the day. It was very rarely at night. You can hear some helicopters coming over. But so what else did we do while we were there?
I believe we walked on about 3 different trails while we were there. They weren't long. They were a mile long each, not much more than
the longest one may have been a mile, yeah.
Right. And they all look pretty similar. Red Cedar Nature Trail.
The sparkleberries taste like sparkleberries. The green mossy stuff is apparently called deer lichen or deer moss. And it's actually a moss and an algae that live together, and they work together. And we really don't see this anywhere in South Carolina. But I've never seen anything like this in South Carolina anyway. That is really cool. It's kind of like a pine nut, which is a nut and the name of a town.
One had a missile, cement. I'm not a missile, bomb. Cement bomb.
A cement bomb? A bomb that blows up cement?
No, it was what was it? A test bomb. Confirmation that this is the easiest trail.
We're looking for a cement practice bomb that was dropped here when they were practicing for World War II, and the Doolittle Raiders were using this area for bombing practice. I marked our 3 here. See a well-worn path. That's crazy. That was dropped from a plane like 30,000 feet in the air. I could jump in there and test to make sure it's 500 pounds because that's what I curl. But they got the cage around it, so I guess they don't want it disturbed.
The end of, I forgot the name of this trail, Rocky Bayou Trail?
A quick history lesson on the Fred Gannon State Park was actually formerly a training grounds for World War II. The two little raiders who were practicing, if you know your history of World War II, we were sending the first aircraft carriers over to Japan, and we were going to take bombers and drive them off the deck, bomb Japan, and be able to land back. So they practiced a lot of that landing and taking off actually in Colombia on Bomber Island.
Right.
But here they used this for a practice bombing range. And they would use live armament and what they call dummy armament, which is...
You're saying that word really good now.
Because I'm not trying to say museum afterwards.
Right.
You say armament, it's fine. But armament... So they also had dummy armament, which is these huge bomb-sized things made out of cement, like concrete, right?
Are we going to have time to do this trip before it gets dark?
Yeah. Of course. What are the white things?
Why don't I believe you? I believe this is going to be our last trail. Is this the trailhead over here? Sandpine Nature Trail. This is a bike trail and a hiking trail.
And a mountain trail.
The prickly pear.
This cold tolerant cactus has a yellow golden flower.
That reminds me of Jungle Book. The contrast. I'm all decked out in my winter clothes because I'm cold. Eric's in shorts and a t-shirt. This is typical. So far this trail looks a lot like the other trails except for maybe a little more elevation.
It's got newer signs.
Still magnolia.
It's still a southern magnolia. All three trails have the southern
Look what it
magnolia.
has.
Ooh, reach your hand in that hole.
No.
There's a surprise in there though.
There's no surprise. Something's definitely going to bite me.
It's kind of rooty through here.
Yeah, you can hear traffic pretty good on this trail. It's pretty loud.
We got 25 minutes till sundown.
That means I have to go fast.
One more mile.
It gets darker on a trail faster though. I feel like we're about halfway now. I don't know how many, like half a mile more? No, I've got half a mile.
I got almost a mile, but that was from the campsite. I was at point 3 when you started.
And just feeling like you're half a mile doesn't mean you're half a mile.
Oh, the turkey oak.
And we're back.
Eastern fences or
I wouldn't think that would be much more than a mile. So, no, because the distance isn't listed on the map.